Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground out the job. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. This is what it's all come down to. It's game time. Y'all already know what it is. You understand? Be ye not afraid, man. You understand? See, when you walk in fear and when you live in fear, you are afraid of moments like this. You understand? But when you aren't afraid of moments like this, I'm telling y'all what's going on. Now, word is that Diddy has been found. Let me see. Hold on. Let me tell y'all. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Tell y'all what's going on. I'm about to find out what it is. As Diddy now comes into the courthouse, you guys. So Diddy's in the courthouse. He's sitting in the courthouse right now, and they're about to read this verdict. They was not finna let this thing go all the way through the day. People trying to get the hell up out of here, bruh. Straight up. People trying to get the hell up out of here. They damn sure ain't trying to stay there all weekend. I'm telling y'all this right now. And y'all smash the like button, share the video, like the video. Y'all already know what it is. If y'all want to donate, link is pinned at the top of the chat. Diddy got 5 counts against him. Racketeering count. You understand what I'm saying? 2 counts of sex trafficking, 2 counts of transportation of prostitution. Diddy's walked in the courtroom and smiled and nodded at his family as he walked in the courtroom smiling. As the atmosphere is absolutely tense in the courthouse. It is a tense atmosphere in the courthouse, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Again, Diddy walked in the courthouse, smiled at his family, gave him a nod, and offered a faint smile. Shout out to Diana Branch with the donation to the PayPal. As Diddy has been brought back into the courtroom by the U.S. Marshal, he's seated. Brian Steele on his left, Garrett Ghost on his right, and his family in the second row in the gallery. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. It's all on the line right now, y'all. And y'all finna watch in real time. You can't be afraid, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot be afraid. 13 hours of deliberation from the jury. They were deadlocked yesterday. They came back in today. Shout out to the 4 people who just sent donations to the Cash App. I'm going to get y'all in just a second. 13 hours of deliberation. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know when it's game time, we show up, baby. When it's game time, we show up, baby. Y'all already know. So the judge says, we have received a note at 9:52 a.m. and it reads, we have reached a verdict on all counts. Anything to address before we bring our jury out? Both sides say no. The judge says, maintain order while the verdict is being read until we have the jury out. Right? The atmosphere is tense. Diddy is in a prayer motion now. The whole world is watching. This is what it's all about. Pressurized moments. How do you feel in pressurized moments, ladies and gentlemen? How do you feel in pressurized, the most pressurized moments? Do you fold? Or do you step up and step two? That is the question for everybody that's listening today. As now the jury, as I told you guys, have sent the note. The judge is on the bench. The judge has asked for order to be maintained in the court as these counts against Sean Diddy Combs, are about to be read live in front of the world for the entire world to see and hear, I should say, since everybody's listening. Y'all smash the like button. The judge says, I'll ask our deputy to bring back our jury. As 8 of Diddy's lawyers are standing up, Diddy is seated. The judge says, all rise. Diddy stands up, and the jurors have entered the courthouse, y'all. Smash the like button, share the video, like the video, y'all. Y'all finna get it right here, live on the play. Live on the play, y'all. As the jury walks in the court. The jury walks in the court, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to give y'all the verdict so I can move on with my day. Right? So the judge has told everybody to remain calm during the verdict on all sides. As the verdict is going to be incoming, ladies and gentlemen. And it's 5 counts. And I will read all 5 counts for you guys live right now. The judge says, we have received your note. Juror number 5, have you reached a verdict? The judge says, is it unanimous? Juror says, we have reached a vote. The judge says, is it unanimous? He says it is. The judge says, please provide the verdict to the deputy. So the deputy has the verdict. The deputy has the verdict. As everybody watching, the verdict has been confirmed. And now we wait. Now we wait. The judge says the jury, foreperson number 5, will be reading the verdict, ladies and gentlemen. Right now. As the verdict is about to be read, ladies and gentlemen. As the deputy will inquire as to the verdict in the matter, Diddy has been found not guilty on count 1. Diddy for sex trafficking of Cassie, not guilty on count 5. Okay, excuse me, sex trafficking of Cassie. He's been found guilty for prostitution. So Diddy has been found not guilty on the RICO, not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie, guilty on transportation of prostitution. Hold on, y'all. He's been found guilty on the transportation of prostitution. And hold on one second. Hold on. Not guilty on sex trafficking of Jane, guilty on prostitution. Diddy's found guilty on both charges of transportation of prostitution, in which he faces up to 10 years. Not guilty on RICO, not guilty on sex trafficking. So Diddy has been found innocent of sex trafficking and RICO, but he has been found guilty of transportation of prostitution, where he faces up to 10 years on each charge, and the judge can stack him and give him 20. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on one second. So Diddy will be going to prison. The judge will decide how long. So the judge will find out. He will decide whether Diddy will serve 10, 20, or less years in prison. So Diddy will keep his assets. Once again, in this case, in New York, Diddy will keep his assets. He has been found not guilty of sex trafficking, not guilty of transportation of prostitution, but he's been found not guilty of RICO, not guilty of sex trafficking, but Diddy will be going to prison on the transportation of prostitution. He has been found guilty on both charges of transportation of prostitution. So Diddy faces up to 10 years on each of those charges. So he's potentially facing 20 years, depending on how the judge does the actual ruling. Now, the judge can give Diddy 10 years on each of those 2 counts, and he can stack those 2 counts and make Diddy serve 20-year sentence if the judge wants to. Now it's all on the judge how many years he wants to give Diddy. So Diddy's facing 1 to 10 years on each of the prostitution counts. So now the judge, we're going to find out how the judge feels about this situation, because here's the thing. The judge can say, you know what? I don't like how they ruled this case. I'm going to give you all 10, and I'm going to stack the 10. Now, the judge is all on the judge now, because the judge has full autonomy on how he deals out Diddy's years. So the judge can give Diddy 10 years or 20 years on the 2 prostitution counts if he stacks them together. That's what the judge can do, right? Again, so Diddy has been found guilty, once again, of both transportation of prostitution counts, but not guilty on RICO and not guilty on sex trafficking. Hold on one second, y'all. I get more news. Hold on. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on. Hold on one second. So now Diddy he stays in jail and he waits on the sentencing. Now it's all on the judge. The prostitutions carry up to 10 years each charge. So the judge, the way he can do the prostitution is, the judge can give Diddy 5 years on each of the prostitution and make him serve 10 years total. and stack them up, or the judge can give Diddy 10 years on each of the prostitutions, make him do 10 years, or he can stack both of the two prostitutions and make him do 20 years. That's what the judge can do. So now it's all on the judge. And you know the judge doesn't like Diddy because the judge rejected Diddy a $50 million bail. Because the judge does not like Diddy. So really now it's all on the judge. Now the judge is going to feel that pressure on the time that he gives Diddy. The judge, the maximum time Diddy can get is 20 years, y'all. The less time Diddy can get is 1 year. So the judge, now it's all on the judge. The judge can give Diddy 20 years or 1 year. It's all on the judge. And nobody can overrule what the judge does because the judge can, and this is not cap. Whoever said this is cap, this is not cap. Diddy's facing 10 years on each prostitution charge, up to 10 years. What happens is this. The judge can give Diddy any sentence he wants, and he can stack them or he can run them concurrent. It's all on the federal judge. And the federal judge has so much power, there's nothing nobody can do. So now, this is the same judge that denied Diddy a $50 million bail. He's the same judge that does Diddy's year sentencing. See what I'm saying? So now we got to wait to see if the judge will give Diddy 5, 10, or 15 or 20 years. The judge can say, hey, I'm going to give you 7 years on each charge and you're going to do both of them and give him 14 years. Right? So that's how it goes. And then people got to understand this. Now, this lets me know they're going to come after Diddy on the state level and they're going to go after Diddy in the other jurisdictions. Watch what I tell y'all. Now I know for sure they're going after Diddy in California and they're going to go after Diddy in Florida. This is New York that just lost on a RICO and on a sex trafficking. Now they really going to go after Diddy on the California, and they're going to go after him on the state, and they're going to go after him in the federal, on the Miami and the Florida. Trust me, I'm telling you what I think they're going to do. Right? So now it's all on the judge, and you're asking a judge, see, and this is the thing people got to understand. You're asking a judge that rejected a Diddy a $50 million bail. Think about this. Diddy put up a $50 million bail. Listen to what I said now. Right? A $50 million bail. $50 million bail. Think about what I said to y'all. Matter of fact, let me put this on the screen for y'all. Right? So Diddy's lawyer wants him to be released. Right? We'll see what the judge says right now. We'll see what his lawyer wants him released now. We'll see. The judge has not decided. Diddy's lawyers have asked for a Rule 29. They say that Diddy has been found not guilty on the sex trafficking. But I'm going to show y'all right here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Right? Let me show y'all right here. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Put this on the screen for y'all. So I definitely was wrong that he was going to be found guilty on all counts. He had been found guilty on 2 counts. The 2 transportation and prostitution counts, he had been found guilty. We'll see what the judge says. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm about to put this on the screen for y'all. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all something. Because now it's all up to the judge. It's all up to the judge. And the judge, listen, everybody keeps saying, oh, time served. That's not how it works. Diddy's facing up to 10 years. It's all in the discretion of the judge. That's what y'all got to understand. The federal judge he can compensate, right? Based off how he feel, he can compensate. And there's nothing that Diddy's lawyers can do. I'm about to show y'all right here. And let me tell you how I know the judge doesn't like Diddy. The judge doesn't like Diddy. He denied him a $50 million bail. This is the same judge that denied Diddy a $50 million bail. And there you go right there on your screen, as you guys can read it. A federal judge can impose a sentence of up to 10 years for transporting someone across state or international lines for the purpose of prostitution, according to the United States Code. This is based on 18 USC 2421. The law allows for fines and potentially longer sentences, especially if the person transported is a bleep or if the transportation involves other illegal activities. Here's a more legal breakdown, right? So it says basically this section of the law prohibits the transportation of prostitution of individuals across state lines or international borders for the purpose of prostitution. Now, let's keep going, right? Here's the other thing. Let me put this on the screen. Hold on, y'all. Put this on the screen for y'all. Hold on. Right there. It says penalties. The penalty for violating this section is a fine and imprisonment or imprisonment of up to 10 years, right? It says that let me see. Other relevant statutes, other sections of the law, such as 18 USC 2423 address related offenses like transporting a blank across state lines for prostitution or engaging in illicit sexual conduct. These sections also carry. See, we're not talking about that. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, I'm about to put something on the screen for y'all. All right, hold on, you guys. Okay, so let me put this on the screen for you guys. So I want to give y'all a better explanation for people who don't understand what's going on or who don't understand the situation right now. I told you guys that a federal judge has so much power. So the judge, based off how he feels or whatever his feeling is, he can do pretty much what he want to do. As far as the time, whether he gives Diddy little time, a lot of time, whether he lets Diddy walk out of court, he can give Diddy, and I'm gonna say this again, he can pretty much do what he want to do right now, right? So let me put this on the screen for you guys, just so everybody can get an understanding that's in the comment section on what the judge can do, because Diddy's been found guilty on 2 transportation of prostitution charges, right? So the judge, as y'all see right here on y'all screen, hold on one second. The judge, a federal judge, can impose, y'all can see this right here, right? A federal judge can impose consecutive stacked sentences for multiple counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. The maximum sentence for each count of transporting individuals for prostitution under 18 is 10, but a judge can impose these sentences to run one after another rather than concurrently at the same time, effectively increasing the total prison time, right? Or he can do it for above. Let's go to the next page. Hold on. So this one right here, it says that the federal statute prohibits transporting individuals across state or international lines for the purpose of engaging in prostitution. Consecutive versus concurrent sentences. When someone is convicted of multiple crimes, a judge can order the sentences to be served consecutively, one after the other, or concurrently. Example, if each person is convicted of 2 counts of transportation of individuals for prostitution, a judge could sentence them to 10 years for the first count and another 10 years for the second count, with the sentences to be served consecutively. This would result in a total of 20 years in prison. If the sentences were served concurrently, the person would receive a maximum of 10 years in prison, right? So now it's all on the judge. The judge literally can give Diddy 5 years on each count and say, well, you'll only serve 5. The judge can give Diddy 10 years on each count and say, you can serve 20. It all depends on the judge, because let me tell y'all something. The judge has so much power. He's a human being. He can say, hey, I feel like Diddy got away with this, and give Diddy 10 years on each count and make him serve 20, and there's nothing that Diddy's lawyers can do. That's what y'all got to understand. He still was found guilty on multiple counts. That is the situation. You have to read what the law says right there. So it's all on how the judge feels. For example, let me give you an example. In the Young Dolph case, when the young man was found guilty of murder, the judge decided to stack the years, and that's a state case. And they decided to stack his years. He got 60 years. From all of his counts, they ran his cases and stacked them consecutively. That way you did that to back and forth and back and forth. So now it's all on the judge. It's all on the judge. We're going to find out how the judge really feel. Hold on one second, you guys. The government is saying, hold on, there's more stuff being said. Hold on, you guys. I'm about to read y'all everything that's being said, right? Hold on. The judge says, I asked the media not to question the jurors about the deliberations. Jurors, you can contact our chambers. You gave up a lot these 10 weeks. It is inspiring. You work together, rain or shine. You answer the call of public service. That should give us hope. The judge says, I need to address a few matters with the lawyer. Then I will come back to meet you. The juror said, all rise. Or the judge says, all rise to the jury. The judge says, I'll hear any application, then about a sentencing date. Diddy's lawyer says he should be released. See, the judge says a sentencing date. See, this is the thing. And this is the thing I got to show y'all. Hold on, let me see. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Hold on. So the judge asked the government, hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. I want to put something on the screen for y'all. Hold on 1 second. Because the judge went right to this. Hold on, what the hell? Hold on, you guys. I just lost this shit. Hold on, you guys. Where did I just have this shit at? Okay. So the judge says, okay, here we go. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. I'm about to show y'all what I'm talking about right here. This is why I told y'all the judge controls everything. Let me put this on the screen, you guys. Diddy's lawyer wants him released today. Let me put this on here, you guys. Hold on. Let me put this on here, bro. Hold on, y'all. Put this on the screen for y'all. Right here. All right, you guys. So the judge says, I need to address a few matters with the lawyer, and then I will come back to meet you. The jurors. All rise to the jury. The jurors left. The judge says, I'll hear any application, then about the sentencing date. So the judge is instantly talking about the date he's going to sentence Diddy. Diddy's lawyer says, no, he should be released. So Diddy's lawyer said he should be released. He said he is no longer charged with sex trafficking or racketeering. His plane has been chartered. It is in Maui. He does not have access to his plane. This is his first conviction, and it is a prostitution offense. He should be released. Diddy's lawyer says his family is here and could sign a bond, right? He should be released today to go back to live at Two Star Island. The judge says this is just coming up right now. I'll hear from the government in a moment. Are you proposing he just walk outside now? Diddy's lawyer says, yep. The judge says, you're proposing $1 million bond? Diddy's lawyer says, yep, and travel to Florida, New York, and Los Angeles. The government says the U.S. opposes his release. A person found guilty shall be detained until the judicial order finds he is not likely to flee or be a danger. The government says the defendant faces a maximum sentence of 20 years. Let me say this again. Everybody who thinks Diddy beat the feds, this is not over with. And this is why y'all don't understand this. I'm going to put this on the screen for y'all right now. I told y'all this, but y'all didn't want to listen. The only way he was going to beat this completely is if he's found guilty on all charges. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. Because I'm finna show y'all right now. Because see, a lot of y'all running around here hooting and hollering. The judge can get this nigga 20 years and he out of there, nigga. That's the part y'all don't understand. I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all. Let me put this on the screen for everybody. Nah, your mama's the lame, Chris G. Now tell her I said get off her knees, nigga. Hoe ass nigga in here capping for Diddy, nigga. Diddy's a chump ass nigga who like to beat up on women. And you a hoe for backing him up, nigga. Now take your bitch ass off my channel, sucker. Like I said before. Here it is right here, y'all. The government just told y'all, right? Excuse me, sir. I'm showing you right here. Let's get it. Get off your knees, brother. It says the defendant faces a maximum sentence of 20 years, nigga. Even while faced with this case, he assaulted Jane here in New York, preparing to surrender. He had drugs in his hotel room, was ready to commit the same offense. Excuse me, everybody who keeps saying he's not facing 20 years, you guys don't understand something, bro. I want to say this to y'all. It's all on the judge. This is the same judge that denied Diddy a $50 million bail. So we'll see if the judge lets Diddy walk free today. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now y'all fitting see how the judge really feel about Diddy, because it's all in the judge's hands. It's right there. He faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. So it's all right there. I don't see the judge giving him probation when the judge is the same one that denied him a $50 million bail. I don't do that. I don't see that. Worst case scenario, I see judge giving him 5 years, point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Lori Gill, you're a woman and you're taking up for a woman beater. Sit your bitch ass down. You a woman and you taking up for a woman beater. You got a place waiting for you, and it ain't heaven. Point blank period. It ain't heaven. And that's facts. You ought to be a damn ashamed of yourself. And that's on tape. That's not alleged. That's on tape. That's on tape. Right? And everybody who said this, yes, I was wrong. I was wrong about the sentencing as far as what I thought he was going to be found guilty on. He's only found guilty on 2 charges. So I was wrong. I can take my L on that, but I'm not wrong morally. Morally, I'm right. Morally, I'm right. And all these people that watch this demon beat up on people, terrorize people, and do all these things and are happy to see him walk free, y'all got a one-way ticket straight to hell with him. Point blank period. These people crazy as hell in this world that we live in. I'm telling y'all, the world that we live in is a demonic world. These people don't care. I'm telling y'all this. It's a demonic world. I'm telling y'all. Y'all see all these demons rising up? I try to tell y'all, that's how y'all know you living in the last days. When you see all these demons rising up like this, I'm telling y'all this. And they think it's over with for Diddy. My prediction is they're going to hit this nigga in other jurisdictions, right? No, I was wrong because I said I thought he was going to be found guilty on all counts. So I can't even come here and say I was right. I was wrong. He was found not guilty on the RICO, not guilty on the sex trafficking, but he was found guilty on both of the prostitutions. So that's why he's facing up to 20 years, right? And I told you guys this. They can't take his money. They can't take his assets legally, right? Excuse me, sir. I'm not a hater, sir. I'm a truth teller, sir. And anybody that watched this man sit up there and beat them women on tape, sir, something's wrong with you morally, sir. I'm going to put you on blast. Rockmar Johnson, you a scumbag, sir. And you're the scum of the living earth. To take up for a piece of trash like Diddy, you're a scumbag, sir. Point blank, period. I don't have no respect for you, nigga, at all. You scum. Anybody that watches people do other people and treat other people and do these things to other people and will scream and hoot, it shows your lack of moral integrity. Straight up. So even if they didn't get him in the criminal court as far as his assets, I told you guys, they can try to go after him in civil, but at the same time, I don't think this is over with. And I'm waiting on to see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if we got an update from the judge. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. But the government, they took a big loss today, man. I'm not even going to come in here in front. They took a major loss, bro. Right? They took a major loss. Let me see. All right, y'all. So they said at 1 p.m., it's going to be letters from both sides, right? His lawyer says he's not going to violate any condition, even though this nigga, when he was under investigation by the feds, violated everything. You said they wanted money. Come on, take it. Nah, man. Ain't about wanting money, bro. Ain't about that, dog. Bro, this nigga's beating people on tape, bro. Paying people off, bro. Like I said before, man, my morals and my ethics ain't for sale, brother. A lot of y'all people, a lot of the people that we live in upon this world, their morals and their ethics can be bought. They're for sale. You understand what I'm saying? Period. So when people say the morals and the ethics can be brought and they're for sale, this is true. It just goes to show y'all. A lot of these people can be bought. A lot of these people's souls are for sale. Point blank, period. When you walk with God, your soul cannot be for sale. You understand? Some of these people have zero moral compass. You know what I mean? Zero moral compass. But it's all in the hands of the judge. We'll see. We'll see if the judge releases Diddy today. Here's my honest thoughts from now, from what I've seen. If the judge does not release Diddy today, I think he's gonna hit him big. If the judge releases Diddy today, I think he's not gonna hit him, but maybe with a couple years, maybe 5 years, when he comes back for sentencing. I think maybe he'll get him with 5 years. If he does not release him today, I think he's going hard body on a nigga. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then 10 a.m. West Coast time. Right? So we finna see. The judge finna get letters from both sides. Hold on. Today, we're about to see where the judge stands at today, y'all. We definitely gonna see how the judge feel about Diddy today. Right? They said Diddy put his prayer hands to the judge and says, I don't want to go back to jail today. You said, can they still take his assets in civil court? If they can prove it in civil court, they can. But you know what I'm saying? It all depends. In civil court, the basis is less to prove him guilty in civil court because he's got a lot of civil lawsuits. But this right here, You know what I'm saying? His civil lawsuits, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I got a bad feeling about something else. I think that the government in general is gonna be so upset at this type of failure from not getting him on none of the sex trafficking charges, none of what you call it. I think what they're gonna do is I think other jurisdictions gonna come after him. What do I mean? I.e. R. Kelly. Remember, R. Kelly got charged in multiple jurisdictions. I.e. Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein got charged in multiple jurisdictions. I believe they can't appeal. What you call it cannot appeal. Uh, the government can't appeal. Diddy was found. They can't appeal on the charges Diddy was found not guilty on. So what do I mean? For example, R. Kelly was found guilty in 2 different jurisdictions, right? So they charged him in 2 different jurisdictions. Harvey Weinstein, they charged him in 2 different jurisdictions, not double jeopardy because it's 2 different jurisdictions that you're being charged with 2 different charges. See what I'm saying? So that's not double jeopardy. For example, if they hit him with different charges in California than they do in New York, that's what I feel like they're going to try to do. I feel like New York's going to try to call their buddies. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. King Will, you said, don't worry, we got a hot seat waiting for you. Hey, the only person that got a seat waiting for me is the man upstairs, sucker. And I'm blessed. And I'm not no demon like you, and I don't praise no demons, nigga. So you can sit your bitch ass down, nigga. We run from no smoke. You see, I'm right here. Point blank, period, nigga. Point blank, period. I'm right here, nigga. So what you saying, dog? Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens today. All right. We're gonna see what happens today. You said I was hating on Diddy. Nah, if you called me hating on somebody that's beat up women, that treat women like shit, that beat up on people, nah, that's not hating, sir. That's what you call being a man. It's a difference between being a man and being a bitch ass nigga like yourself. And use the bitch. You like niggas who bust on other niggas, they bust all in each other, and do all this other stuff. That's what you like. Beat up on women, drag women down the hall by their hair. Oh yeah, I definitely think something was going on with the jury, but I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. You said since he beat all his major charges, asked us to get returned back to him. Yeah, but the thing is that if he's charged in civil court, they can still take his assets through civil court. Once again, they can still take his assets through civil court. Right? I think that's the part that people got to worry about. The civil court thing. Hold on, man. What the hell? Hold on, you guys. That's the part right there, the civil court, right? Hold on one second. We're going to see. What? Oh, okay, I see what it is. But so yeah, right? You said the government just mentioned. Hold on, let me read what they're saying. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me see something, y'all. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me block this thing, man. Hold on. Hold on one second, you guys. Yeah. All right, hold on one second, man. Let me see something. Let me see what dude talking about. Hold on. All right. So let me get to this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. No, they didn't do that. That's not true, dog. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, nah, they didn't do that. Just wait 1 second, you guys. Let me see. Yeah. So at 1 o'clock, you guys, at 1 o'clock p.m., we're gonna see what happens. At 1 o'clock p.m., we're gonna see if the judge, how the judge, feels about this, and we're gonna get we're gonna get a how should I say it, you guys? We're gonna get a clear view of how the judge feels about this situation. What do I mean by that? We'll see if he releases Diddy today. I think Diddy's gonna get a lesser year amount if he releases him today. If he doesn't release him today, if he does not release him today, I think that is going to be hold on, y'all. Somebody write me something. Somebody write me something, y'all. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. All right, so the judge has delayed his ruling just now on whether or not Diddy will be released. So again, we have to wait until 1 p.m. And he will make a decision after that, you guys. So again, after 1 p.m., we're gonna come back as the judge we're gonna find out a lot today. If Diddy goes home, hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, Diddy asked for an acquittal on the 2 prostitution accounts too. He asked for an acquittal on those 2 prostitution accounts. Counts. So the judge has to make a decision on whether or not he's going to throw out the prostitution counts. So today, we're going to learn later on today whether or not the judge throws out the prostitution counts and lets Diddy walk out of court a free man, or whether or not he holds Diddy until his sentencing date, which would then mean that he's thinking about giving Diddy a major sentence. So it's all on the judge now. It's all on the judge, you guys. It's all on the judge. So we will see what happens. It's all on the judge today. Again, this is the same judge that gave him a $50 million rejection on his bail. So we got to see how the judge is feeling. You know what I'm saying? We got to see how the judge is feeling. Let me see. We got to see how the judge is feeling. Let me see about Diddy. We're gonna find out today. This is gonna tell us everything we need to know today. Whether or not Diddy is going to do major time or not, or whether or not the case is going to get completely dropped. Because again, Diddy's lawyers filed to drop the case completely. So we're going to find out today if they do it, if they just completely drop the case. and I mean the charges for the transportation of prostitution. So we'll find that out after 1 o'clock, you guys. After 1 o'clock, we'll find out. Um, we'll find out all the rest of the information. So I will be back after 1 o'clock when they have the update to let y'all know what's going on, right? Oh, and by the way, remember I told y'all this first. Well, I ain't gonna say it. I think something else is gonna happen. I think that this is a devastating loss for the feds. I was totally wrong about the sex trafficking and the RICO. I thought they was gonna get them on both. I thought they was gonna get them on all the charges. I think something's gonna happen. Now he does face 20 years still, but we got to see what's going on. We got to see how the judge feels about this situation. Now Diddy's lawyers want him out on bond. Diddy's lawyers are saying, "Look, we want to get $1 million bond." Right? Well, yeah, I was wrong, bro. I have no problem with admitting I was wrong about the verdict. I wasn't wrong morally about how I felt. I stand by how I felt. I think Diddy's a piece of shit, and I never had respect for a nigga like that. I don't care what the verdict said. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that we're gonna find out today where the judge really stands, because the judge has all the power now. The judge can hold Diddy until his sentencing date, and if he holds Diddy again, if he lets Diddy go today, that lets me know either he's gonna completely drop the charges, all the rest of the charges, or he's gonna look on a lesser time with Diddy, maybe like 3 to 5 years. If not, if he holds Diddy, I think he's going for the long haul. I think he's gonna give Diddy like 15. He might do like 7.5 years on both charges, and make Diddy serve 15 to compensate. So it's all on the judge. It's literally in the judge's hands. He can maximum give Diddy 20 years. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. I'm about to pull one thing up for y'all. I'm about to pull one last thing up for y'all. Hold on. Let me pull one last thing up for y'all. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay. So it says that the federal judge does have significant discretion on sentencing, right? But it's not absolute. It says that they must operate within the statutory limits set by Congress and consider the advisory federal sentencing guidelines. Judges can depart from the guidelines under certain circumstances, but these departures must be justified and supported by the record. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Statutory limits. Congress sets the maximum and in some cases minimum sentence for federal crimes. Federal sentencing guidelines. These guidelines offer a range of recommended sentences based on the offense. So the judge, he has significant discretion within those years that I told y'all, right? So yeah, man. And also they said the judge can use his feeling to protect the public and things like that when doing the sentencing, right? It says also the federal appellate courts can review sentences for reasonableness, but they are generally hesitant to overturn a sentence unless it's clear abuse of discretion. With that being said, I see Diddy probably doing around 5 years if he goes to prison, 5 to maybe 10 years. That's what I see. If he stacked the charges, 5 to 10 years. I don't see the judge giving him 20 years. I don't see him giving him 20 years. I see 5 to 10 years based off what I just read right there. But it's all on the judge. The judge could dismiss it all and walk away today. We'll find out. So after 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, we'll know. Because we'll know about if Diddy's going to be released right now. Right? You said these Diddy haters. I'm right here talking, sir. And this ain't about being a Diddy hater, sir. This is about being a truth teller and a man who stands on righteousness. You, sir, you just a dusty ass nigga. That's all you are, bro. And a lot of you guys are pieces of shit in real life, though. A lot of you guys are. This dude is a horrible individual. He's a scumbag, and y'all praise this type of stuff. I would never want to be around niggas like you, because you niggas is scum, and you're degenerates, and you're the worst people on earth, and you protect this bullshit. Point blank, period. You understand what I said to you? Oh, don't worry. I think they're going to hit Diddy with more shit instantly. You going to see. That's what I think. I don't think they finished one. I think they have backups. But that's the bad part, though. I don't like all this stuff, man. Excuse me, sir. There is none of that around here, sir. I don't play no games with niggas beating on one. You like niggas beating on one? What if a nigga beat your daughter up like that, nigga? What if he dragged your daughter by the head, yanked her down the hall, and beat her to a bloody pulp and almost beat her to death, nigga? You respect that? Y'all niggas is hoes, bro. A lot of these niggas, bro. But I'm telling y'all, a lot of these niggas they cool with this shit because they beat on they women. I'm telling y'all are watching the character of a lot of these niggas in front of the world right now. Point blank, period. Y'all are watching the character of a lot of these niggas in front of the world. A lot of these niggas do not respect they own woman. I'm not sick. I'm right here cooking, dog. What you talking about? Am I sick? Nigga, I'm right here on the channel. What you mean? If I was sick, nigga, I'd have ran from the smoke, nigga. I'm saying what I said yesterday, nigga. I have no respect for Sean Diddy Combs, nigga. You got a problem with it? None. It's a whole bunch of these niggas out here beating on women and shit like that. Disrespecting people. A whole bunch of them. And that's why they cool with this shit. It's a whole bunch of these dudes out here doing the same type of stuff they do. Busting on, having men do all this nasty. These niggas is cool with this stuff. I'm not down with the play. That's all there is to it. I don't roll like that, man. If I got an issue with a woman, man, listen, we ain't talking no more. Simple as that. I don't have to beat on you. I don't have to drag you. I don't have to do none of this shit to you. That's all there is to it. Right? Hold on, y'all. It just show y'all the lack of morality that we have in this world, bro. It really does, man. I can't respect the shit, bro, at all. You know? Hold on, y'all. All right, so we'll be back, you guys. I'll be back to find out if they release him today or not. All right? I'll be back. Salute, y'all.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.